Welcome back. Welcome back to the conscious reality, the conscious words, the conscious relationships, conscious knowledge, just pure consciousness over here. Good to see you guys again. But before I begin to speak, let me make sure some of you are come in so I can say my hellos because I don't want to speak to myself. It's not good speaking to yourself sometimes. I mean, it is, but I don't want to. So let me wait a bit. I wish I had some music so you all can listen to because I know some of you are gonna come for the replay and just to look at me sitting here before just being quiet is weird and awkward, right? But I know you guys coming in. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming. If you're on the replay, let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you signing in from. Let me know what's going on. Let me know how you doing. Let me know how you feeling. Melissa, how are you doing? Greetings. Hope everything is good. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Holland. Okay, good to see you. One of my people, one of my subscribers too. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hey Maria, how you doing? Yanel, how are you doing? Chicago in the house. Chi-Town. Jamisha, my dear, good morning. Well, it's afternoon here. Good afternoon. Vanessa, how you doing? Hey, Resilient calls me professor. Professor. That's funny though. But I like it. Hey, Evelyn from Texas. Okay. Good day, praiseworthy brethren and sisterin. How are you doing? Twyla, is that Twyla? Kansas in the house? Okay. LA in the house. Florida. Okay. Good evening, Latifa. Good evening. Listen, thank you all for coming, man. You know, we've been doing this. Hey, Loranda. Good morning. Thank you, Maria. Thank you guys for coming in. You know, we're doing this all week. Actually, I'm surprised at myself. I stuck with it. Hey, Spencer. Peace and blessings to you too. Peace and blessings. This week I've been doing what do you call it? You know, a series on. But even though you all don't allow me, what's up, Kay? How you doing? Even though you all don't allow me to stay on topic because you all want to ask deep questions. Hey, Kay. Is it just K? What does the K stand for? I'm not gonna stay long today because I don't want to. I'm coming back on live. I have a guest tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I'm not gonna stay long on this live. Hey, Spice. Hello. I'm not gonna stay long on this live. I want probably like 45 minutes tops, because I have a guest coming on today at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I don't want to burn my time up. Plus, I don't want to talk too much. I'm good. Good to see you, Spice. Good to see you. Thank you guys for coming. Listen, I want to talk about something very simple. This series that I've been doing on YouTube every day at this time, around this time, is being related to or based on uncomfortable truths that we don't like to hear when it comes to relationship and dating, right? Uncomfortable truths. Okay, Kim. Okay, thank you, Kim. Thank you. Uncomfortable truths that we don't like to hear when it comes to dating and relationships. Things that we don't really discuss. We only see the bad things or good things. We don't see nothing in between because we always think something got to be good or bad. Something got to be wrong or right. Something got to be foul or not. Somebody's a narcissist or they are good. And I think we need to stop looking at life that way, because when you look at life that way, you don't learn the lesson, because nothing, right? Nothing is really, you see what I'm saying? We take things too personal. We don't take the lessons, but we take what happened too personal. So I like to go in between the black and white, just to go behind the scenes to explain certain things, right? Just to explain certain things. And today, what I want to speak about, right? Hey, from South Africa, how are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. What I want to speak about today, hey, Roberta, what I want to speak about today is understanding something very simple. Now, we say everything happens for a reason, but we don't really believe that, because a lot of times you still question, you're still angry, you're still upset. I want to tell you this. Everybody that you dated, everybody that you have been with, you needed them at that point. Everybody that we meet, that we have a strong reaction to, Jamaica in the house, everybody that we have a strong reaction to, we needed them at one point. We needed them at one point. Hey, Kiona, Everybody that you was with. See, I hear people keep saying, you know, I've been with the wrong men, I've been with the wrong woman. You cannot be with somebody who's wrong. You can't be with the wrong person or the right person. There's no wrong or right person. There's there are people who brings out things out of you that you don't like. There are people who brings out emotions that you probably don't like when you see them come out, right? There are people who brings out feelings that's been stuck inside of you for so long that you don't realize that was in there until you meet that person. There are people who brought out insecurities and judgment on yourself that was always in there that you never realized. So you cannot be with the wrong or right person. Everybody is right for you. And until you realize when it's right and when when is the time that they're expired is when you leave. Here's the deal. This is what I want to talk about. Everybody that you've been with is somebody that you needed. Hey T, you needed those people. Let me explain. Some of you was in some situations mentally and emotionally. Some of you was in some situations, whether emotionally or mentally, and you was drawn to someone. That person made you feel safe. That person made you feel loved. That person made you feel wanted. That person made you feel secure. That person made you feel happy. They made you feel joy. But here's the thing. Hey, Candy. Here's the thing. When you understand and when you realize when that time has come to an end, when you no longer need that what they offered you, is when you begin to look and see the bigger picture. Yes, they made you feel secure in the first 2 months because you was broken up, right? You was broken up, you was tired, you was frustrated, and you met somebody and they made you feel secure, they made you feel wanted, they made you feel loved. A year later, you stay with that same person. Now you begin to question where we stand. Now you begin to question, what am I doing? Now you begin to question, what am I supposed to do? Now you begin to question, why you keep doing this to me? Now you begin to question all these things. And for you to keep questioning those things, some of us don't realize that that season is over. Some of you don't realize that the season is over. Some of you don't realize the season is over. So you try to hold on to that person for your next lesson. Listen, that person you already had all you need from that person. They made you feel safe. They made you feel loved. They made you feel whatever they made you feel. Now that time is over. You don't need that assistance anymore. You don't need to feel secure anymore because you are already past that stage. You have grown. You have stabilized your growth. You have stabilized yourself. So you understand that you don't need to be there anymore. It is time to leave, because when a person is ready to leave your life, when something is expired in your life, it brings pain. Listen, you all hear me say this all the time. You hear me say this from time to time. That same breath that you once needed, you no longer need it because you can't hold on to it. You have to breathe again. That same breath that you keep taking in, that same breath, hey Latoya, that same breath that you took in. Listen, I always, when I see myself holding on to something or someone, I get to a point in my mind where I remember, or where I think I am underwater and I can't breathe. And that one breath that I'm going to take after my head comes out of the water, that one breath I need to take when my head comes up above the water, that same breath, I must release it. I must let it go. I must let it go so I can get the one that I need in this moment. Listen, some of you already had all you need. You're already taken all you need from this person. Listen, it's not a bad or a good thing. It's just we need people at certain time in our lives. And we are drawn to people based on our energy. We are drawn to people based on their energy. We are drawn to them, and when we are drawn to them, we get something from them. They get something from us. We share energy. We exchange something. There's something that you needed from this person. And listen, let me tell you this. Understand this. This is what's uncomfortable for many of us. What's up, Peter? How you doing, man? This is something that's uncomfortable to hear. Hey, Wynette. Hey, V Jones. Hey, Aura. How are you doing? Hey, what's up, Spencer? This is something that we don't really realize. We don't realize that sometimes it is time to move on. Sometimes it is over. Sometimes it is done. Sometimes you have outgrown your situation. Sometimes you have outgrown those feelings. Sometimes you have outgrown that position. Sometimes you have outgrown yourself. Sometimes you have outgrown where you were. Sometimes you have outgrown your space. And sometimes you begin to feel stifled. And when you begin to feel stifled, wherever you're with and whoever you're at, it's time to time to exhale. And when you exhale, you have to release what came in that space. It is just what some of you are so guilty when it's time to let go that you don't even realize that your guilt is holding you back from your freedom. You always overstay your welcome. Listen, it's time to stop overstaying your welcome. You know something is ready to leave when it causes pain. When it causes the most pain, it is ready to leave. And sometimes when something is ready to leave, if we don't release it, it causes more pain. And every time it causes more pain, we suffer even more. And we suffer. Next thing you know, we don't even recognize ourselves anymore. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Hey, Katie. We don't recognize ourselves anymore. We look ugly. We look in the mirror and we don't even see it. As a matter of fact, some of us have gotten to a place where we don't even look in the mirror anymore. We will pass the mirror without looking because we are lost. We are completely confused. We know we no longer belong here. We no longer need to be here. We have outgrown this space, but we stay because we feel guilty to leave. We feel like we shouldn't leave. We feel like, well, that person was there when I needed that person. Hey, Jeanette, how you doing? You know what I mean? That person was there when I needed him or when I needed her. Hey, Erica. Man, one of the best things that we have to understand, man. Don't forget that breath that you once needed, you have to let that breath go to get the other breath that you need in that moment. Every moment that comes. We don't understand this. I hear people say, all I want is peace. Then I hear one say, all I want is love. All we need is love. And then I heard one say, all we need is finances. There's no one thing that we need the most. Thank you, Amina. Thank you. There's no one thing that we need the most because everybody needs something different. Listen, the one with no food don't need a car. It needs food. See, the one who is starving needs food the most. I don't care what you give him or her. If you're starving, the one thing that you need the most is food. The one thing that we say that we need is actually what we don't have. So some of us don't have love. So we think, all I need is love. Oh, I just want peace. Because why can't you create that within yourself? That is your responsibility to create a space of peace and love. And when you could create a space of peace and love, I promise you, you won't attract people who give you those things because they can't hold it over your head because you have it within yourself. So many of us are always, I just need peace. Why do you need peace? Why can't you create peace on the inside? Why can't you accept what life is? Why can't you accept this truth? Why can't you accept people are going to be who they are? Why can't you accept what you look like? Why can't you accept what you experience, what you have seen on your journey? Why can't you accept who you have come across? Why can't you accept? Why do you need peace? And if you need peace, right? If all you need is peace, you're going to keep looking for it. But you will never look inside. So we tend to meet people on our journey based on where we're at in life. We meet them because it's what we need from the outside to mirror the void on the inside. So these relationships that we call people, you're a narcissist, and these people, he likes, or why is only these men like me? Why are these women like me? It's only because we are lacking something that we are not aware of. These people are drawn to you to give it to you. Because life will fulfill what you avoid is. But the thing that life gives you to fulfill from the outside is something that's temporary. Everything that you desire is already within you. Everything we desire is already within us. The God that we desire, the love, the peace, and all we have to do is connect to it. But if you can't connect to it though, if you can't connect to it, this is the problem. If you can't connect to it, you're going to connect to it on the outside. So therefore, they will string you along because it's your only connection to what you have on the inside is from the outside. So it's called attachment. So they can make you feel all these feelings. They can make you feel all these emotions. They can make you feel hate and anxious at the same time. They can make you feel love and afraid at the same time. They can make you feel insecure and insecure at the same time. See, from the outside, somebody could make you feel secure and unsecure or insecure at the same time. How is that possible? It's because you know what's outside of you don't last. Nothing on the outside lasts. Nothing on the outside can last. Nothing on the outside can stand on its own self. Nothing on the outside, you don't know what's going to happen to it. It's sure. So they can make you feel secure and insecure at the same time. So when you meet people, many of us are in relationships or in past relationships that we cannot move on from because we still think we need that person. But that person has been there for me. You met them in a state. And some of you, even though your welcome has been over, even though the time has been expired, it was good. I hear so many women say, or so many men say, it was good in the beginning. It was good in the beginning. It was good in the beginning. You know how popular that saying is? Do you know how popular that saying is? It was so good in the beginning. And when you hear somebody say that, or am I speaking to you? When you hear somebody say it was so good in the beginning, hey Vanette, that means it's not good anymore, but you are waiting for it to become good again. You know, some people, you already met their best versions. You're not, it's not coming back. Thank you, Mutenda. Sometimes you already met their best versions. It's not coming back. They brought it out of them. You saw it. It's not coming back. Some of you all are waiting for the same version. Some of you all are waiting for that same person that you once needed. That person is no longer. Because in all reality, you don't need it anymore. So you're waiting still. Some of you are waiting for that same version and you don't understand it's not coming back. Some of you are waiting for that. It was good in the beginning. It's always good in the beginning. I met a guy, went on a date. It was great, but then he became weird where he didn't respect my time. He liked to talk on the phone for hours. That's not strange. It's just people who just like your energy. People who put in from you. People who want to speak to you. It's not weird. It's just, do you know what screws us up? Why not? Let me tell you what screws us up. A lot of times we meet people who are not really interested. Check this out. A lot of times we have met people who are not interested. Somebody who don't really call, somebody who don't say much, right? Somebody who don't speak much on the phone, somebody who's distant, somebody who's a little self-consumed, and then that's our norm. But we meet somebody who want to talk all the time, who want to see you, and we think they're weird. Why? Because they probably liked you and the other person didn't. See, when somebody likes you, man, when somebody likes you, sometimes it seems weird because we are used to not being wanted. A lot of times we are used to not being liked. Sometimes we are used to just being, what's the word? Not appreciated, but what's that word I'm looking for? They just, what's the word I'm looking for, man? Come on, Earlene, how you doing? Complacent too, but we just used to being, they don't appreciate you, but they keep you there. What is that word I'm looking for? Lord, have mercy. I can't find that word. No, not love bomb. It's just that they don't appreciate you. Tolerate. Thank you for the word. They tolerate you. Good. That's what I wanted. They just tolerate us. They just tolerate. We do the same thing too. Sometimes we tolerate people. We don't really want them that much, but we tolerate them because they're there. They fill the void. They fill the position. So we tolerate. Sometimes you are just tolerated and people don't They don't value your presence. They don't value who you are. They don't value what you bring. Convenience, right? Convenience too. You know, they don't value what you bring. And then you meet somebody who value you, who value your space, who want to stay in your space, who want to stay around you, and you think, oh, you clingy. Oh, something is wrong with you. Listen, you gotta be careful. We gotta be careful, right? You know, when it comes to my spouse, I actually like her space. I actually like her space. I actually like her being around me all the time. Why? Because I like her energy and she loves mine. And sometimes you're with people whose energy that you don't really like, so you don't really want to be around them. We have to know the difference. And I think many of us have been screwing this up for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, Laurent. Many of us, we've been screwing this up for a long time. Hey, Helen. So we gotta be careful. Some people tolerate you. Some people, they see value in you. See, sometimes the truth is a man or a woman like your energy. They like being around you. It's not because they're trying to be creepy. It's not because they are weird. But you have to see what energy that you are putting from these people. I don't want nobody to tolerate me either. I want people, listen, if you don't appreciate my presence, I don't really want to be around you. We are all tolerated and tolerable in different situations. Be a keeper. I mean, that is true too. Somebody asked me yesterday, the question was yesterday, how do I feel about online dating? Online dating. And I began the conversation. Let me finish it. There's a way how energy is carried through a voice connection. There's a way how energy, hey April, is carried through voice. Everything that you are emits a certain vibration, whether it's through words, whether it's through touch, whether it's through your smell. Everything emits a certain vibration. Everything emits energy, okay? Everything emits energy. A person's voice, the way how the voice, because you know, there's a book that says, the book that you all know of, that you all read, out of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? Something like that. Out of the heart, the mouth speaks. And I'm telling you, the heart is the most strongest organ. The heart chakra is the strongest chakra that you have. And from the heart, what you do, what you say, your behaviors, your action speaks very loud. If it comes from the heart, the effect is different. This is when you can tell when somebody says, I love you. You can tell when it hits your system, you feel different. You vibrate different. Words vibrate differently whether it's true or false. Words vibrate differently. Understand this. You can know if somebody lying to you. I want you to understand this. Every time you speak, based on the truth, when you speak, your skeletal system, your nervous system, your nervous system, those two systems, your subconscious mind is also connected to the truth, because your subconscious mind knows what the truth is. Like for instance, if you say, I am wealthy, but you broke, the mind says you're tripping. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Go sit your ass down, because you know you broke, right? So like sometimes you trying to do affirmations and you say, I am beautiful, and the mind begin to laugh at you. you know you're ugly, right? You know what I mean? The mind knows it all. It's completely connected. The thing about this is this right here. When words leave your heart, you know that is wrong. You know when it's true. You know when it's false. Check this out. Let me tell you what happens. When a person, if I say a lie, that's my subconscious mind doesn't agree with. If I speak a word that my subconscious mind does not agree with, understand what happens. At this moment, for about 2 seconds, very quickly, my skeletal system and my nervous system reacts. It disconnects instantly. In that moment, I feel a certain vibe. I did it to a lady the other day. She said, "Hey, Kirk," she said, I watch you on TikTok. I was at a party, somebody's home. I was just somebody's get together, and I was quiet, and there was some lady sitting in the seat, and they began to speak. They're like, "Hey, I know you from social media." I said, "Oh, okay, well, hi." So they start asking me all these questions about spirituality. And I said, "Well, you want me to show you something?" So I said, "Let me show you this." I say, "Stand up, put your feet together, put your arms down, and look at me." I said, "Now hold your arms up." I said, I'm going to ask you a question. And I said, "Be honest with me. Just don't lie. Be honest." And she was honest when I asked her the question. And as she was honest, as she was answering the question, I moved her arm. Her arm was steady. I said, "Don't let me move your arm. Resist me." I said, "Okay." I said, "Now let me ask you another question." And I say, "Lie to me. Just lie. Don't tell me the right answer." So I asked her the question, and she lied, and her arms went straight down. Whoop! She said, "Oh my God, I did it." I said, let me do it again." So I asked her a question again, and I said, "Be honest." She was honest. So she's ready for me to push her arm down. Arms didn't move. I said, "Lie to me again." And she lied, and her arms went. She said, "Oh my God, what just happened?" I said, "Because your systems are connected." This gets deeper. You all ain't hear nothing. You all still there? You all stop commenting. You all there? My comment section, stop. Where you all at? Hey, Shirley, thank you. You all still there? I said, "Let me show you another way." I said, "Let me show you another way." I said, "Stand up straight." Matter of fact, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. I said, "Stand up straight." She stood up. She stood up like this. I said, "I'm going to ask you a question, right?" I said, "When I ask you this question, I want you to lie to me. Okay? I want you to lie to me." I said, "Is your name such and such?" I said, "Only yes or no answers. Only yes or no answers. Is your name, let's say Maria. Is your name Maria?" She said, "Yes." She did this. She said, "How did I move?" I said, "Don't worry." I said, "Don't worry." I said, "Let me ask you another question. Are you 32 years old?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." She said, "Okay." I said, "Now lie to me. Lie to me, okay?" She said, "Okay." I said, "Is your name Keisha?" She said, "Yes." She said, "Oh my God, oh my God. What just happened?" I said, "Okay, lie to me again. Are you 58 years old?" She said, "Yes." Almost fell on her face. Almost completely fell. Understand this. Understand this. Everything connects. Everything that you say, your words come from your heart, your energy, your vibration, your frequency. Everything connects. There's a way to find out what you really want based on your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind holds on to everything based on feelings, based on repetition. So that's why it knows when you are lying. So if you say, "I love myself," if I say, "I love myself," but yesterday I was just judging myself and being hard on myself and all this stuff, the subconscious mind says that's not love. So no, it's not true. So it will give you a different behavior. Understand this. I say all this to say this. Me and you are one. Me and you are connected with the same energy. Same creator, same God. We all have the same God. Whether you like my God or not, we all have the same God. Listen to what I'm saying. We all have the same God in us. If me and you are one and we have the same energy source, let's go deep. You all know I like to go deep sometimes. If we have the same energy source and you speak the same word and the word makes you move, if we are connected, that same word makes me move. Come, listen, 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 listen to what I'm saying. If that word that you speak make you move, and we are connected, because right now I'm quiet, I'm not judging you, I'm just letting life be. Every time you speak, I feel it's vibrating within me too. It's same connection, same God, same word. Understand this. There's a way to know when people are being real or not. The problem is, these days, we are not quiet. Every time I come on here, my biggest message is what? Be still, be still, be still, be still, be quiet, relax, 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 relax. This is not just my belief. This is a practice. This is something that happens. This is psychological. This is something that actually happens. This is something that's being studied. We are all the same. We are the same energy. Listen, you all just listen. Understand this, right? Understand this. This happens every single time. This happens every single time. What's up, Kofu? How you doing? Understand this right here. Every one of us are connected. Whether you like it or not, every one of us are connected. We are all one. That's why it's called universe. There's one song. Uni is one. See that? Unicycle, one wheel, right? Uni something, one. Universe, one song. We are all one song. And when the universe is on, we all dance to the same damn beat. I don't know why you all think we are all different. We are not all different. Your ego makes you different. Your ego is what you are resisting. It's your ego. Your ego thinks that I'm special, I'm favored, I'm highly favored. It's just the ego lying to you, telling you a whole bunch of crap based on who you think you are, based on an identity that you have picking up, based on what you think you have special. I'm this, I'm that. You're not. We are all the dang same. We are the same. But if you learn to be still, if you learn to just be still, if you learn to relax, you can pick up everything here. So somebody asked me about, do I believe in online dating? If you want to do online dating, it is fine, but learn how to listen without judgment. Right? Hey, Dione, learn how to be still without feeling all these insecurities and pain and all these things. Learn to just be present. And only when you are present is where truth, love, peace, happiness, joy resides. It all resides there. It all resides. The ego is the program. Facts. It's all. So if you learn to be still, you can find out anything that you want. Somebody ever lied to you and you just knew, but you just didn't know how you knew, but you just knew it? Somebody ever lied to you and you just knew that they were lying, but they looked like they were telling the truth, but you knew they were lying? Have you? Do you know this? Thank you, Natasha. Has somebody ever lied to you, but you just knew? You don't know how you knew, but this don't feel right. Because you can feel it. It's an experience. It's something that happens that you don't understand. You can actually know, but you just don't know how to do it, how you connected to it intentionally. Have you ever said something and then tomorrow, have you ever talked about somebody and tomorrow they appear? Have you ever thought about somebody and the next day they disappeared? Did they called you? Have you ever thought about your mom and she called you instantly? Have you ever thought about somebody and your phone rang? You're like, hey, I was just thinking about you. Really? Oh, me too. There's some things that we cannot explain. But if you learn to do those things intentionally, you will see how much power you really have. You will really see how much power you really have. Feel something ain't right, later is revealed. Right. There's something within you that if you do it, if you learn to do certain things intentionally, you will actually experience. Listen, I'm telling you. There's ways to connect to other people that you will pick up everything that's within them. You are getting a bit spiritual. Well, thank you. I hope so. Listen, maybe this is your first time being here. Or it's your first time hearing me speak, and that's okay. But listen, man. Listen. Let me tell you all this right here. Let me tell you all this. My point today was telling you this. Sometimes some experiences are finished. Facts, Speedy. Some experiences are finished. Sometimes, hey Audrey, hey Angela, sometimes the people that you were with that you once needed, It's no longer needed. They have fulfilled their purpose in your life. Sometimes they have fulfilled their purpose in your life. And when you know that they have fulfilled their purpose in your life, it's time to let it go. It's okay. I know sometimes letting go means your feelings change, the emotions change, you feel unsure about where you're at. You feel this, you feel confused, and that's okay because you have to get used to that confused feelings. Some people don't want to get used to the confusion of their feelings. Some people don't want to get used to that weird experience of not knowing where they stand. Some people just don't want to be, but you have to. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel completely disconnected. It's gonna feel like you are completely confused. You stupid. You this. Sometimes because it's not what you know anymore. It's to get out of the known place and get back into the wilderness. Some people have been there for years and for years, and they have fulfilled their purpose in your life. And now you are just there. Now you're getting punished. Now your mind is bothered. Now your body is heavy. Your spirit is heavy. You are tired. You are drained. When in the beginning it was good. In the beginning it was so lovely. In the beginning it was, but 7, 8 years or 7 months later, it's heavy. You have to leave, and you're still holding on because you feel guilty for leaving. Hey, Wendy, you feel like I should have left. You feel like something I shouldn't. You feel like, but who am I gonna be with next? You feel like, but I don't know who I am. I don't know. I don't feel this, but I miss them. Sometimes you miss people who you no longer need in your life. Yeah. Saturn will letting some folks go, detoxing from some relationship with people. And the thing about relationships, right? I look at that. I am the train. There are the stations, and I have to do journeys to get to. Yeah. And yeah. But listen, sometimes, understand this. Relationships don't end. Yeah. Relationships don't end. They really don't end. They just transform. It's like energy. Energy don't end. Energy just changes. It shifts. So relationships also the relationship with your child when he or she was a baby at 2 months is not the same relationship when they are 18 years old, and it's not the same one when they are 40. Yes, you still love them, but they all shift, they change, and we have to understand that and accept that. But we are so afraid for change in our life when change is the only thing that's gonna happen. Change is inevitable. Change is the only thing that would happen. Change is the only sure thing. Yet we're so afraid of it. We are so afraid of change. Relationship shifts. And when it shifts with it. You have to shift with it. Because if you don't shift with it, you stuck on how things used to be. You trying to, give, you trying to give a dead plant that's completely dead and dried up water, feed it water. You trying to give CPR to a dead situation, and it just makes you tired. It made, who lied to us, right? It makes you tired. It's like rowing a damn boat, and you realize, wait, if I stop rowing, the boat just sink. Change is the only constant in this. Yeah, I'm afraid of it. For real, listen. How many of us in our lives, be honest or not, if I were to change it, yeah. How many of us had somebody that we want? Listen, listen, I'm telling you, man. I was talking to this beautiful soul, beautiful soul, beautiful soul, and she made me, think about this video. She said, this person was such a beautiful person, beautiful, and at that point, I needed him. And I said, you're right, you did need them. We did. Some people that we have met 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 6 years ago, we needed them. Just like the same breath, that one breath, we needed them. At that moment, they came at the right time. They came at the right time, man. They came at the perfect time. We needed them. It's not that there was the best person for us, for our future. Not for our... but there was the best person for our growth at that moment. Sometimes people serve you. Listen, we think everybody should stay for life. This is where the mix-up is. We think everybody should stay. The ones who come need to stay. And when it's time to let them go, we got to suffer. Ah, oh my God. That's what makes you suffering for no damn reason. Some people, some food, some things, you ate that steak once and the steak is done. But it did exactly what it had to do. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. It wasn't here to last 16 years, the same steak. If the steak lasted 16 years, if it stayed too long, it would turn to maggots. Something, you see, remember when Moses was in the wilderness with the Israelites in the wilderness? And guys, listen, I'm going to rain you manna from heaven. I'm going to rain you manna, but only take what you need today because you're going to be hungry. Number one, don't store it overnight. You have to have faith. See, this whole relationship, right? This whole relationship walk, this wealth walk, this health walk, everything that you embark on this journey takes faith. Hey, Susan, it's all about faith. We say we have faith, but when it comes to reality, we don't have faith. He says, listen, I'm going to rain manna from heaven. I know you are complaining. I know you are hungry, but I'm going to give you all manna from heaven. But tomorrow, if you save it overnight, and if you save it over the Sabbath, it's not going to be good anymore. I'm not going to rain it on the Sabbath. So on Friday, take double. Only on Friday, or on the 6th day, you can take double because the 7th day, I'm not raining it. But the first day, don't let it go over. Listen, when it comes to relationship, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to people, listen, you take them right now as they are. But when it's time, when it's expire, if you keep them in your life, they make you sick. They make you literally sick. And some of us have been results of keeping people for too long. You cannot feel guilty for keeping somebody past the expiration date. You cannot feel guilty. You have to learn that this is what this is. It is what it is. Hell, even your damn kids, when it's time to go, they're going. Because if you don't let them go, you're going to ruin their damn life. Everybody is on a journey. Everybody needs to realize that we are on our own journey. Just because they're your kids, just because they're your family, just because they're your mother. Some of you all don't even want your mothers to leave. Your grandmothers. Stay with me. Why should they stay with you? You have all you need. It's time for them to go. Please don't go. Some of you, your last memory of your passed away grandmother, your mother, your father, is you crying and you snotting, begging them to stay. Now their last memory created guilt right before they passed. That is so wrong. That is so messed up. Instead of allowing them to go with love, you are allowing them to go with guilt. Now they have to probably come back to get rid of the damn guilt that you have impacted on them as they travel. And it's very selfish. It's very selfish, and we don't even know what we are doing. The last memory is you crying and begging them, don't go. Why not? You are grown. You have learned. They have done their part. Listen, like Paul said, hey, Sherry, Paul said, I have fought the damn fight. Ain't that what he said? He said, I have fought the fight. I have run the race. Damn it. You all don't understand. It is done. Let them go in peace. Let them go in peace. What you holding? Nobody told you that they will stay forever. But it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I know it's uncomfortable. You're a damn sword. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it is. But let people go in peace. When somebody is ready to leave you, let them go in peace. Let them go in peace too. Even in regular relationships, friendships, Partnerships, let them go in peace because it's their journey that you will never understand. You don't even understand your journey, but you're trying to figure out their journey. Let people go in peace. What's up, Christopher? How you doing, man? Let folk, when people tell you that they are done with you, the hell, let them be done with you. What you trying to beg them for? You messing up their journey too? We see, sometimes we get so selfish that we think it's about us. We think that this relationship is just about me. So when he or she is ready to go, you're so bad, you're a narcissist, you're going to leave me now, they're ready to go. Have you ever missed your exit? Have you ever missed your exit one day while you was driving? Or while somebody was driving you? Have you ever missed your exit? And the farther away you go from the exit, how do you feel? Think about it. Have you ever been driving and you missed your exit? Or have you ever been riding with somebody and they were lost and you know you missed your exit and you have somewhere to be? How did you feel the farther away you went from your destination? How did you feel? Come on, tell me how you felt. As the going farther away from your exit, from your how did you feel? Hey, Cheryl, you felt anxious. You felt miserable. You use ways. You panic. You feel just lost. You feel so. Imagine somebody, their life has become, the experience with you has ended, and now you are taking them farther and farther and farther away from where they're supposed to go. How do you think they feel? Now they start showing you their asses, don't they? You feel irritated, right? They start showing you their asses, don't it? Come on, y'all remember? Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real. They start showing you their asses. They start everything you say annoys them. Come on now, somebody say amen. Everything you do bothers them because they're annoying. Don't miss your exit in Germany. I know, right? I know. Trust me, I remember that. Everything you do annoys them. You sneeze wrong, they're ready to walk out. You said the wrong thing at the wrong time and they blow up on you. You know why? Because they have missed their exit because you keep holding them hostage. When they breathe, they're mad. You have held them hostage for so long that they are anxious, they are waiting to get out. Let them go in peace. Let people go, because you don't know their journey. You don't know when they're supposed to exit, but they know. They know. It's something within us that tells us it's time. No matter if we make the wrong or right decision, whether it's wrong or right, whether we're supposed to be with you or not, we know when it's time. Even if we made a mistake, we know when it's time to kill the mistake. We know when it's time to leave the mistake. We know when it's time to exit. Yes, maybe I came to you for the wrong reasons. Maybe I came to you for the wrong reasons. Listen, maybe I seduced you but it's for the wrong reason. But something is in us. There's something in us that's when it's time to go. Listen, when people ghost you, let them ghost you. Shit, it's not about you. It's their journey. God dang it. Why do we always gotta add more suffering and add more pain? And that, if we learn how to be still. Yeah, Candy. If we learn just to be still, doing their journey without you. Facts, Shamina, facts. Hey, Angela, good afternoon. What if these people try to make a U-turn to come back to you? That's on you. You know, the truth. Hey, Nez, let me tell you the truth. Can I say this? Let's be real. You said, what if that person tried to make a U-turn to come back to you? Great question. What if you let them off the exit, but they tried to make a U-turn? Here's the truth. You all want to know something that's very crazy that you haven't realized, but yet it is facts? You could be with somebody for 5 years, and everything will be good. But you will not know them You could be with somebody for 5 years, but you will not know them until they are leaving. Because when people are leaving, oh my Lord. See, you know somebody the most by the way how they leave or they left. Because when a person is ready to leave or when a person has left, they will act the fool. I know you think, I know you know what I'm saying. I know you understand what I'm saying. I know you understand. Nez, you don't know somebody sometimes until they left. It's when they leave you, you know, oh my God, this was who you was? This is you? So what if they're going to come back for a U-turn? What if they come back to you? You know them by how they left. How they left you say a lot more. Boy, sometimes, boy, listen, Lord, that true colors. Listen, sometimes the anger and the words they use and their behaviors and the energy, oh my God, that's who they are. The real person emerge. And when you see the real person, take the lesson. Damn, okay, I know you now. So when they come back, you will know, no. This was who you was. So to answer the question about what if they make a U-turn, you saw the way how they left. You saw how they spoke to you. You saw how they treated you. You saw how they disrespected you. Yeah, Shamina, sometimes the way how they left, the level they stoop to. That is true too. Hey, Ansel, man, listen, this stuff is real. Linda, God is moving, huh? This stuff is real. So we just gotta be aware. Listen, these are things that we don't speak about. Listen, man, I will tell you, my basic words that I always speak on every day. My theme is being still. We have to learn to be still. We have to learn to be still. We have to learn to let whatever is, let it be. We have to learn to, when people are ready to leave, let them leave in peace. Because only when you leave in peace. Yes, I am married, Classy Sarah. I am married. I've been married for going on, well, past 8 years now. I've been married for a long time. To answer your question. What the heck was I saying? Shoot. Totally forget what was I saying, y'all? I totally forgot. Answering the question, are you married? Hey, goddess. I was saying that too, Liberty. But I was going somewhere with it. Lord. I was going somewhere. Be still. I was going somewhere. Well, thank you. Oh, Lord. But I was going somewhere with it. I totally forgot where I was going. Do you know being still? Being still. Letting people go in peace. Let me explain to you why. I got it now. Letting people go in peace. Letting people go in peace has this very powerful message. Let me tell you what it does. Letting people go in peace will bring you healing faster than letting people go in war. Healing does not come in war. Healing don't come in confusion. Healing does not come during chaos. Healing comes in the stillness. Healing comes with peace. Healing comes when you leave things alone. Healing comes when you stop effing with it. And a lot of times what we are healing from is not the relationship. We are healing from the emotions and the feeling that we strike up because we are resisting what happens. Healing does not come from anger. See, a lot of you have developed all this damn emotions, this feelings, this resistance, and that's what you gotta heal from, is what you actually created. But if you let people go in love, healing, you don't need to heal all this damn thing. Yeah. exactly, Chris. A lot of times what we do is that when somebody's saying, hey, it's time to go, or when we see somebody have to go, you know what you do? You know what we do to fight it? Number one, you should tell me, be a man and say it. Be a woman. No, no, no. Let energy speak to you. What if we let energy speak to us? Why can't you just tell me? Well, you already know it. You already know it. And you know, that's an excuse. It's a subconscious excuse that we use to hold on to people. You could just tell me, what, you don't want to be with me anymore? The action's showing you they're not there. Their presence, when they are with you, there's no eye contact. There's no emotions. There's no love. There's no kiss on the lips. You know, there's no affection. There's no respect. The action is showing you actions speak louder than words. We say it all the time. We know we always say actions speak louder than words, yet we still want to hear it. Kimmy, but you should just tell me you see it. We see it. We see it. Counting time, tell you, we see it. But you can just tell me why. Because if you're a real man, you're going to tell me, but why? Classy Sarah, why are you worried about my ring? Where's my ring? Why are you worried about my marriage and stuff? Why are you so worried about me being married? I mean, why are you so worried about me being married though? And where's my ring? Doesn't matter where my ring is. I said I'm married. Oh, you think I'm lying to you? Yo! Oh my Lord! I'm not lying, okay? I'm really married. Wherever my ring is, it's supposed to be there. I can't move on with a childish mindset. Be grown and just move the hell on. Facts. Facts. It's right here. Says nice ring. See how pretty it is? It's right here. It's right next to me. I just came from the gym. So anyway, so back to what I was saying. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you. Back to what I was saying, right? Back to what I was saying. Let's go back to what I was saying. When somebody is ready to go, right? When somebody is ready to go, right? Here comes somebody else. Married man without a ring. Oh, my Lord. Let me block you now so I can... Lord, hold on. How do I block you? I can't even block you. Anyway, stay. Listen. So here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. When somebody's ready to go out of your life, right? When somebody's ready to go out of your life, what you want to do, if you get, if you don't want to accept it, right? If you don't want to accept it, if you are fighting it, if you don't want it to happen, what you're going to do now, you're going to resist it. And in your resistance, you're going to try to stop loving them, right? Because you think that your love is the problem. So I don't want to love you anymore. So let me start hating you. Let me start to be angry. Let me start to be resentful. Let me start to do this. Let me start to do that, right? And that are the things and the emotion and the feelings that you're going to heal from. Because now you have covered up your heart with a whole bunch of dis-eases. You have covered up your heart with a bunch of anxiety and resistance and all this stuff. So now when the person is gone, now you're talking about, oh, I need healing. What you need to do, remove the anger, remove the resistance, accept the truth, accept the facts, remove the anxiousness, remove the resentment, remove all that bitterness, and then healing happens right there. How do I block this person, y'all? I don't know. I don't know how this works. Oh. Hold on. Ban. There you go. Sorry. I just have to ban somebody. because sometimes it's needed. So that's what you do. So what you do, you stop resisting. If you want to heal, allow things to be as they are. Allow things to be as they are. Stop. Listen, when you get rid of somebody, right? When you are done with someone, send them off with love. Send them off with love. When your mind goes on them, no matter what they did, how they cheated, send them love. Because it's very hard. It is very hard to hate somebody that you are sending love to. It's very hard to remain resistant while sending love. It's very hard to to hold on to malice while you consciously send them love. Send them good thoughts. Send them good feelings. Because if you send them bad this and bad that and resentment, healing don't happen. And the next relationship, you won't carry those same crap to the next person. The next relationship, you're going to carry that same heavy spirit. A matter of fact, on the next relationship, you're going to use that anxiousness, that resistance, that anger, and that suffering, and that's what attracts the next person to your life. That's what's going to attract them to your life. They're going to find you the most attractive person temporarily. So in the beginning, it was always good. In the beginning, it was so good. And then after that newness wears off, the real person comes out. That's why they was drawn to you for the first reason, because you was a hurt zebra. You was a hurt zebra, and there was a really strong lion. And all they want to do is devour you because the energy that you're giving off. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. Let people know they were good for you while it lasted. Let people know that I needed you. In that moment, you was perfect. But when you see pain start to come and suffering and anxiety begin to build up, and you don't like how you feel, and you don't like what you look like in the mirror, and you don't like your experience, and it's separating you from life. See, whatever is separating you from life, you have to acknowledge that it's bringing you pain. Whatever is separating you from life and happiness and joy, there's something that needs to be removed. But many times we keep these people right there because we think at one point, I needed you, so I must need you still. No. It's not the case. The purpose of meeting was fulfilled. That's what we do in each other's life. 1 minute, you love my speeches. Next minute, you're already, okay, somebody else. We move on. What a powerful analogy that people sometimes see you as a wounded zebra and that they are a lion. Yeah, I'm telling you. Okay, Karan only have one question, and she asked this question for the past 3 days. And that's the only thing that she want to know. She don't want to know what I got to say. She don't want to realize that I have 170 people on here who wants to hear what I got to say. And that one thing she asks is the only thing that only her wants to know it. So she thinks that that's the most important thing that I should discuss. Karan is asking why things happen to me which I never thought of. Because it happened. It happened. You know? There's no reason some things happen. You know, I think we always look for a reason. Some things happen above reasons, above your understanding. Some things you will never understand. Some things you will never get. I don't care how much you put your mind to it. I don't care how much you focus on it. Life is life. You know, why does the trees get hit by the storm? Why does all the leaves fall off? Why does this one lightning bolt hit the tree and make it in half and kill the tree? The tree did nothing wrong. The tree was just treeing, right? The tree was just praising God, waving his fruits, feeding the neighborhood, right? Apples. The tree was feeding the neighborhood apples for years, doing the right, giving you oxygen, giving you food, and bam, it was stopping this flood because the roots was grounded. It helped the soil, and one day this lightning from nowhere came and boom, now the tree is dead. Why did that happen? We don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. So why does things happen to us that we don't think of? Because we are all connected in this consciousness. We are all intertwine. Our energy goes up. And as our energy goes up as a collective, things happen. The universe must balance it. The universe must balance out itself. Let me explain to you. You are not special. I know you think that you are special. So things shouldn't happen to you. The tree knows it's not special. So when lightning comes and hit it, it doesn't take it personal. Only our, I remember one time, I remember when I broke my foot, I was surprised. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Classy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I remember when I broke my foot 4 years ago. I thought, how? How? Me? I said, me? Actually, when I broke my foot, I was in the gym and I fell. And when I fell, I heard the crunch. And everybody heard the crunch too. Hey, Amanda? Everybody heard the crunch. And when I dropped, boop, that thing says, and I said, oh, shoot. So I said, okay, I'm dreaming. I know I'm dreaming because not me. So everybody around me screaming, and I was in Kuwait. Everybody around me screaming. And I'm like, hey, don't worry, I'll wake up soon. Crazy, ain't it? I was completely separated. So I'm like, not me. I can't break my foot. I do this thing I know what I'm doing. I work out. This is what I do. This is what I do when I'm sleeping. This is what I do when one eye behind my back and one arm closed. You know what I mean? This is what I do. I'm like, I can't break. No, this is not me. So I'm here and telling everybody, hey, bro, don't worry. I'm just dreaming. And I think they probably think I'm crazy still to this day. I'm like, dude, I'm just dreaming. I pinch myself and I wake up. And I'm smiling on the ground. Somebody said, dude, call your wife. I'm like, for what? My wife is going to be okay. I'm just dreaming. My wife was pregnant with a big old belly. This is like 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Actually, 6 years ago. Lord, it was time. Time flies. It was 6 years ago. My wife is pregnant all the way in the U.S. I'm all the way in Kuwait. Dude, call your wife. Call my wife for what? What's she going to do? My foot broke. But I'm dreaming anyways. And after I lay there for a while and I'm like, shit. I'm not waking up yet. I'm really not waking up. So I'm like, oh, shoot. Wait, my foot broke. And when I acknowledged my foot was broken, it began to hurt. It's when the tears came. I started to cry, right? I'm like, oh God, my foot broke. And what was on my mind wasn't the pain. That's not what I was crying for. I was crying because I'm like, I can't go to the gym anymore. I can't do this. Oh, shit. What am I going to do? I'm in the military still. I'm in the army. I just said dreaming, right? I'm in the army. I have to run. I lead 150 men. What am I going to do? I can't just have a broken foot. So I call my wife and she's like, I'm coming right now. How? I'm like, you have a big belly. I'm coming. Coming where? How? How are you going to get here? Chill out. I'm just telling you my foot is broken. You want me to come? No, baby, don't come. How are you going to come here? I'm in a military base in Kuwait. How are you going to? Chill out. Relax. I'm okay. I'll be okay. My foot was like this hanging off my foot. My point to you is this. Some things happen. Some things just going to happen. I don't know why. I don't care. I don't ask those questions anymore. Why? I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care why it happens. The trees don't care why they're the one, their leaves fall off. We think we special. So when something happens, I can't believe it's me. What's so special about you? You step on ants. You step on ants every day. Every day you step on some ants or some bugs. That is life. Those are life too. Just like you. Your life and that life is no different. It's the same life force. It's the same God in them. It's the same life. Do we understand that? And when you see this understanding made me awaken. When I realized that life is life. We think life is different. You think my life and the bug's life is different? Nothing wants to die. If you chase it, it runs. Do you notice that if you chase a rat, it runs, it tries to preserve its life? Do you know why? Because life wants to remain. So we have to understand, right? It happens. Right? Stuff just happens and we cannot explain. I can be driving my car to work. My car can be serviced. My tires are full. My car is working perfectly fine. It's mechanically correct. I could be driving. My eyes are on the road. I'm not distracted. No music. No phones in my hand. No drinking coffee. And bam, accident comes because somebody comes in my lane and hits me because they wasn't paying attention. I might not, I may ask why, but that answer will never be given because it wasn't me. Our lives are intertwined. Our life connects every one of us. And we cannot ask why. Because to ask why is to give yourself some ridiculous answer that makes you feel better and makes you still feel special. We just don't know. Our lives, hey, thanks, Sean. Our lives are just like this. We are all connected. You know, we are all intertwined. Do we know this? And it makes you suffer even less. Exactly. Life is life, and it makes you suffer less because it makes you realize things happen. It happens to every one of life. You know, the zebra got eaten this morning by a big ass lion, and nobody asked why. The fish got caught by a fisherman, and the fish was minding his business. Nobody asked why. The ants got stepped on this morning. Nobody asked why. Why should we ask why when something happened to us? Why are we asking why? Why are we so worried about why it happened? You know, the ability for you to acknowledge that something happened in your life is the ability to be aware that you are alive and life is still within you. That's the part that I'm still alive. The ability to be aware that something happened, that means you have awareness, that means you are conscious, that means you are alive. That's what you give clap to. Not about it happened to me and it shouldn't have. Man, listen, who you think you are? You see that perspective shift? You see, when you have that perspective, you don't suffer no more. You're suffering lessons. Who is supposed to happen to her? I'm telling you. Sometimes there's lessons to be learned. Yeah. We need to be there's lessons to be learned too. Facts. Facts. It's not personal. Don't take it. That book that I always tell you all about. That book, this book helped me realize this years and years ago. You all know I read a lot, right? I read a lot. Where's the book at? Jesus. Hold on, it's coming. Maybe it's not. Maybe somebody stole my books. See this book right here? Have you ever read this book? Anything could happen, even anytime. Facts, Lenora. Facts. Have you seen this before? The 4 agreements. One of the agreements that I had to acknowledge is actually a couple. I had to acknowledge a couple of agreements because when you acknowledge these agreements, that stuff begin to make sense. The 2 agreements that I had to acknowledge the most is number 1, the 3rd agreement. Don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions because we don't know. We don't know what the hell is happening. You see this big ass life that we live. You see this big ass world. You see this big ass planet. You see this planet is small. We don't know what's going on. Don't release yourself. Release from being afraid of what's gonna happen. We don't know what's going on out there. We live in our little cities and our town on this highway on this road, and we don't even remember. We're not conscious about we are on a piece of rock floating in the middle of nowhere where we don't know what's up and down. We don't know where is up and where is down because we don't know which part of the world we are looking up. When we look up, where are you looking? Are you looking the same place? I'm in the US, you in China. You think when we look up, we're looking at the same place? No, we're not. We are different parts of the world. We're looking from different ups. Your up might be this way. Mine is this way. We don't know what's going on. Be okay with that. What you worried about? You trying to feel safe and confident. Why am I not confident? Because your confidence is birthed in confusion. Your confidence is birthed in ignorance. It's your ignorance that you are confident about. It's your ignorance. What's to be confident about? I don't have confidence. How do I build it? Why do you need it? Confidence about what? What do you want to be confident about? To be intellectual, to understand how things happen here? We don't know. It's a lie. It was always a lie. It's just, people. You see people, listen. Confidence doesn't mean that you have anything more than the other person. Confidence just makes you think that you have more than the other person. Because you really don't. We are on a piece of rock in the middle of nowhere with no direction and no control. At any moment, another piece of rock can hit this rock and destroy this entire life form. Yet, you confident. About what? Don't make assumptions because you don't know what's going on. So assuming this is why and this is why this happens and this is why this happens, you're wasting your time, but it makes you feel good, so keep doing it. I don't care, do it. And the second agreement, which is the fourth one, actually the third one, the second one is don't take anything personally. Don't take things personal. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time taking things personal because it's not about you. We are all connected. We are all intertwined. We are all interconnected. You're taking things personal, you miss the point of it. Because it's about you. Now it's emotions and feelings and all this crap that's coming up that you got to heal from. Why? Because you take it personal. Because you think it's about you. You see, all this healing shit that we talk about, healing, keep healing. You keep healing because you keep taking things personal. It's just you taking everything personal. So of course you need always healing because everything that's outside of you hits you. And it makes you a reaction. And that's what you need healing from. But what if you take nothing personal? You allow things to hit you. You allow yourself to evolve. You allow life to evolve the hell out of you. You won't need that much healing. I promise you. I need healing. Why? Because I can't stop thinking about him. Well, then stop trying. Confidence to me is believing in yourself no matter what anyone else thinks. And being a decent human being to people no matter how great you think you are. I love that too. I love that definition. You don't need the fifth agreement now? I have that book too, don't I? Man, listen, I have all his books, by the way. Just be healed. Just relax. Stop taking things personal. Listen, so the question was, I don't understand why things happen to me that I never thought of. Good. Good. Hey, Ovita, how are you doing? Just let it happen. Let it happen and let it be done. Let it happen and let it go on its way. Let the emotion come and let the emotion leave. Some of you, every time you have an emotion, you tense up. Every time you feel something, you tense up. Every time something happens, you tense up. And what you're doing when you tense up, you don't understand what you're doing when you tense up because nobody ever taught us this. Nobody teaches us this. Hey, Tracy, nobody taught us that when we are experiencing something, whether it's an emotion or a feeling or even a thought or a memory that we don't like, what you want to do in that moment, you drop your shoulders and breathe and relax your body. If you do that, the emotion will come and go. But if it comes and you lock it in, that's what you're doing. You're locking it in. And it stays. It's trapped. And when it's trapped, here comes the pain and here comes the tension. Here comes the tension. Here comes the elbows. Here comes the back pain. Here comes the neck. Here comes the shoulder pain. Here comes, oh, my shoulders. Oh, my ankle. Oh, my knee. What do you think is causing those things? You're locking things on you. You're trapping energies in you, and energy is not being able to flow freely. You have to learn to let energy pass by relaxing. The more you can relax is the more it passes through you. The more you are tense, always tense, just walking around, your neck hurt, your shoulder hurt. You got pain in your chest. You don't even understand. Your breathing change. You can't even breathe fully. That's what's going on. You are not allowing life to flow. Thank you, Avita. It's good to see you too. Allow life to flow. I am pain free for learn. I'm telling you, permanent screw face. Just always face. Just relax. I promise you, whatever comes will leave. But every time it comes and you take it personal, it stays. I was telling somebody today, one of my dear friends. I said, listen, man. The feeling is not there for you to focus on the feeling. It's there for you to focus on what's on your mind. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lydia. The feeling don't come for you to focus on the feeling and to sit in the feeling. The feeling comes for you to be aware of what's on the mind. Because let me tell you this. Can I tell you something crazy? Can I tell you something crazy? Hey, Kelly. Yeah. Can I tell you something really crazy? Thank you, Jonian. Is it Joanne or Jonian? Let me tell you something. Yeah, all right, for real. Let me tell you something. Something that we don't even realize. I say this all the time, and I know you all heard me say it, but let me go a little in depth. The average person, right? Hey, Jonelle, how you doing? The average person has about 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and you don't know what's in there. You don't know what's going wrong. You don't know what's replaying. You don't know what's replaying. You don't know what's there, because usually when your mind is on, you are not there. You are not present. You are not aware. Understand what I'm saying? 60 to 70 thoughts, 1,000 thoughts a day. Hey, Jermaine, and you don't know what the hell you're thinking about. You don't know what those thoughts are. If I ask you what you've been thinking about all day, you give me 3 or 4 thoughts. But yet, you had 60 to 70,000 thoughts. So understand, when you are thinking, you are not aware. You are completely unaware. You are unconscious. You are fast asleep. You are not present. Understand this. When the feeling comes, it's to remind you, hey, you are thinking. Because you don't know that you are thinking when you are, listen, you don't know. Do you know when you're sleeping? Do you know when you are sleeping? You have no idea when you are sleeping because you are unconscious. You don't know when you are sleeping. And the only time you know when you are sleeping is when you awaken. It's when you get up and say, oh, I fell asleep. Oh, I was sleeping. When you are thinking, when your mind is in that place of thinking, you don't know that you are thinking. So the feeling comes. And when the feeling comes, the feeling say, hey, I know you see this feeling. I know you see me. I know you feel me. I know you experience me because you can feel it. That means something is on your mind. Listen, some of you don't even realize that. So when do you know what you do instead? When the feeling comes, you don't even know that it's your mind that created it. So you begin to find and look for a reason why it's there. You begin to connect that feeling to the past. You know what? I think it's from past trauma. I think it's from this. I think it's from when he did this. I think it's from, you know what? My ex-boyfriend, my ex-girlfriend. You start to try to connect a reason why the feeling is there. Not realizing it's because your mind is going on things that you don't know. I don't want to say this one thing because I know it's going to be taken wrong. Because I know we are all at different places. I know we are at different places. I know we have different levels of healing, different levels of awareness, of consciousness, understanding. The reason why we say we gotta heal, right, Jazz? The reason why we say we gotta heal abandonment issues, the reason why we say we gotta heal this issue and childhood issue is because what you really need healing on is allowing your mind to stay present. You don't need to heal any issue. Listen, you saw something yesterday. You all remember? You all okay? Come on, let's do something. Can we? Oh, I don't want to talk about this. Woo! Because I know it's gonna be misunderstood. I don't want to miss. I don't want to confuse. You know, they say God is an author of confusion. I don't like to confuse people, and I know I'm not God. Don't worry. I'm not comparing me to God, but I don't like to bring confusion. So I don't like to say certain things in different forums. I like to say things one on one because it's misunderstood in the numbers. It's like how my ring got confused about when people. So you don't wear your ring, and you should wear your ring. That's the point that you're listening to. You see how you got me again? You see how you got me again? Don't watch that. We were talking about relationship. Now you got me into healing. Because of you, I am past my abandonment issues. Truth, I have learned to never leave myself. I love it, Kelly. I love it. I love it. Beg lady, you gonna hurt. What's up, Isaac? How you doing, man? We will let you know if we are confused. Okay, okay, okay. Your business, huh? My business. We know the truth. You're my. All right. Oh God, that's funny, man. Oh my God. Check this out. Oh, well, thank you, Jermaine. Thank you. I appreciate that. Check this out. All this journey that we are on, right? Abandonment issues, this issue, that issue. Do you know those things? Listen, yesterday, you all know what happened at 3:06 yesterday p.m.? What happened yesterday at 3:06 yesterday? Do you remember? Do you remember? To not fight the feeling. Good. Good. Do you remember what happened yesterday at 3:06? You have no idea, right? No clue. Carpe diem. Seize the moment. Seize the day. You know why you don't remember? Because there was nothing to fight, right? Because you probably wasn't even present. Because you wasn't there. You was not. You was somewhere else. You was somewhere else mentally. So you wasn't there present. You was completely gone. You was doing something. You was not aware of the time. You was in your head somewhere down this. You was somewhere in Africa, Canada, Australia, doing some breakdance. So you don't. You know, and that's understandable. Also, what happened, right? Grading research papers. Okay. Also, what happened is nothing happened that brought you to awareness, right? Nothing happened that gave you a reaction. Nothing happened that gave you a reaction, right? Nothing happened that caused a reaction. So there was nothing to remember. Nothing to remember. If at 3:06 a child was born, your foot had got taken off, your limb was broken, guess what? That memory will be there. Because the reaction that you had is what you think about, the reaction. Based on the reaction is what stays in a memory. When you talk about traumatic event and healing from this and healing from abandonment and healing from all this understanding, what you really healing from is your memory. Because that already happened. 3:06 yesterday already happened. There's nothing to heal from. Now, again, I don't want to confuse you. If I'm confusing you, tell me that I am so I can stop. Because I don't want to confuse you. There's nothing there. If you actually be present, you realize that there's nothing there. If you actually be present, there's nothing there. There's nothing ahead of you or behind you. If you be present, you realize that it's only now. And if it's only now, nothing happens. If you stay right here right now, you have no problems. If you stay right here right now, nothing happens. If you stay right here right now, nothing is happening. Nothing is going on. There's nobody doing, it's nothing happening. The problem is, We cannot stay present. We cannot stay present. Something is pulling us. We call it trauma. Something continues to pull us. Pull, pull, pull. Because the present to you is boring. It's very boring. To be present is to be bored. Because now, when I tell you to be present, you know what you do? You fall asleep. How many times, how many of you, let's be honest, how many of you, when you take 10 deep breaths, knowing that you're about to meditate, you fall asleep? How many people? Tell me now. You want to go deep? Let's go deep. Hell, you all want to go deep? Let's go deep. How many of you fall asleep when it's time to meditate? Read it. Do you know why? Because the present bore you. Why else would it be? Why else do you think it is? The present will bore the hell out of you because you know why? Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. And if nothing is happening, you think that nothing means no thing. You think that nothing means no thing. The point of meditating is to be aware without sleeping so you can actually acknowledge your consciousness. Be aware as you are awakened so things can come to you being aware. Many of you don't because you are so addicted to the damn things, to the damn feelings, to the damn experiences that you keep putting them back. Matter of fact, when it's time to change, if I tell you this right here, next challenge, today's challenge is this. Today's challenge, let me give you this challenge right now while I'm aware. This next challenge that I'm going to give to you, the next challenge is to go 24 hours starting, number one, who's up for this challenge? Anybody up for this challenge? Say yes. Because I'm about to give you a challenge. Miss M say she's ready. Okay, so you are ready for the challenge, right? Okay, you say you're ready. Let me show you how you know how the mind is. Let me show you yourself how the mind really works. For 24 hours, starting right now. For 24 hours, starting right now. Right now. You will not be angry. No anger. No anger. Let me see how creative you are. Let me show you how much of a choice you have with your emotions. Let me show you how much of a choice that you are. And let me show you how your old programming don't choose. You just let it do what it wants to do. You let yourself do what it wants to do. I don't care what happens. No anger. So you can't say nobody pissed you off. No excuses. Nobody pissed you off. Your kids didn't piss you off. Nothing broke. I don't care what happens. The worst thing could happen, no anger. Not the slightest of anger. This is when you choose what emotions that, when you can choose, people, when you can choose which emotion that you're going to experience, your life will change. See, some of you, what you do, you assign your emotions to what's going to happen. You assign emotions to what happens. If this happened, I'm going to feel this. If you say this, I'm going to feel offended. If you did this, I'm going to be upset. If I see this, I'm going to feel. You are assigning emotions to your damn behaviors, so you have no choice. Hey, Flojo. And every time you do that, you lose because now you don't have a choice. You're not exercising your freedom. See, that gives you a whole different perspective. We blame that we need healing. We don't need healing. We need to choose what we're going to do. It's not healing that we need. We need to exercise our choices. Aquafina, 20 years ago. You don't need healing. Hey, Diane. Thank you. You don't need necessarily healing. You need to exercise which emotion that you are entertaining. Exercise your emotion. You have 100 to choose from. Why the hell do you keep choosing the same one and blaming something that happened 20 years ago? I know. It comes naturally. I know. Anger comes naturally. I know feeling insecure comes naturally. I know feeling I don't love myself. It comes because it's a practice that you have been practicing for many years. It is time to grow the hell up and practice something else. You've been practicing it. Change your practice. Hey, Belinda. It is the height of emotional intelligence. See, we say, I want a man who is emotional intelligent. I want a woman who is emotional. What is intelligent about emotion? Energy comes, you feel it, you let it go. Some of you, energy comes, yeah, see, that's why I'm angry. I'm angry because of this. I'm intelligent of my emotions. I know why I'm angry. The point is to not hold on to the anger, get rid of the damn anger. That's the intelligent part about being intelligent. Get rid of it. Because if you hold on to an emotion for too long, how intelligent can you be? I know that's not Raina. I know that's not Raina. Not the one who I know. Not the one who left 10 years ago. I know that's not Raina. Raina, is that you? Kirk, everybody say hallelujah. Feelings. I got lost in my feeling. Listen, you always had a choice. They just didn't tell you. You always had a choice. They just never let you know. So you keep reacting. Instead of exercising your choices, you keep reacting. Hey, Sony, you keep reacting. Feeling emotions are not wrong. There's nothing wrong with feeling emotions. Feel it, but understand what the mind is telling you. See, emotions, listen, again, let me tell you what happens with emotions. Emotions and these feelings, let me tell you what happens. Based on two things, emotion comes. Two things. Emotion comes with two things. Emotions are needed. Emotions are necessary. Without emotions, you probably won't ever eat. Because if the body don't tell you that you're hungry, you probably won't eat and you probably starve. Right? So emotions are not bad. Emotions are very needed. But we must know, if we feel hungry, what do? You take your ass to eat, don't you? It's not to stay hungry and be, why am I hungry? I don't know why am I hungry. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm hungry and I don't understand why. That's what we do. Why am I angry? Oh my God, I'm so angry. Why am I this? I'm so that. I don't understand why I'm so sad. Oh my God. Instead of changing the emotion, you hold on to it and looking for a reason, not realizing that the body is conditioned and programmed to feel the same feeling every day that it's used to. If it's hungry every day at 5, if you eat every day at 5, your body will create a hunger experience every day at 4 o'clock. 4:50, 4:30. It would create that feeling to remind you that it's missing something. Damn it. If you feel anxious every single day at this time, the body gonna give you the anxious feeling. If you practice feeling sad every day, if you're in traffic, it's an addiction. That's exactly what it is. If you're in traffic every day, going from work at 5 p.m., and you're always mad and you're always angry, guess what? On Saturday and Sunday and Monday, the body automatically gives you the same anxious feeling because it knows and is conditioned to do the same damn thing every day. So what you call an emotion is just something that happens every day. It doesn't mean something is wrong. So if I sit here and I feel sad, I don't have to look for a reason why I'm sad. I can acknowledge that I'm sad. I can acknowledge that something in my mind is saying something, change my mind, change my image, or change the emotion. But no, we think we need healing. That's just human being condition. I'm going through a breakup. I don't know how you bring that in here. You're going through we're talking about changing your mind and stuff. You're talking about you going through a breakup. He ghosted me. How do I move on? You have moved on. You have. You woke up this morning, you brushed your teeth, you ate, you went to work, you took a shower. You moved on. We all move on. Moving on is inevitable. You just don't like the idea that he's no longer there. You have moved on. You hear texting on the phone, watching this show, you moved on. We all move on. As a matter of fact, to not move on is impossible. To not move on is impossible. You have moved on. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep to wake up again, relax, go eat. After a while, your body gets used to the new program. Your body gets used to the new program. Your body gets used to your new actions. It's okay. You don't have, listen, there's nothing to do. So some of you feeling, I miss him, so you think something is wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. If you think something is wrong, you're going to fight it. There's nothing wrong with the emotions. There's nothing wrong with missing someone. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you think something is wrong, you will suffer. Why can't we just be? Whatever comes, let it come. And when it's done the job, it's going to go. The reason why things stay longer is because you keep fighting them. You keep fighting it. You're fighting. Anything that you fight stays, they overstay their welcome. Because you are holding on to it. You are fighting, you are wrestling with it. It's like how Jacob, was it Jacob that wrestled with the angel? You fight, you holding on. The angel was supposed to come and go, give a message and go. You held on to it, so he stayed. You wrestled with the angel, you stayed with it. When you begin to miss someone, send them love. Send them love. And that helped me. So I'm telling you, you send them jokers love. Everything you feed will become, every time you fight something, you feed it energy. Folks, that is my time. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, have you ever considered being a preacher? Not a religious preacher, because you are very good at provoking thoughts. A preacher? No. My mom thought I was going to be one. I don't know where she got it from. But at 7 p.m., I have a guest that I didn't want to stay on here long, because at 7 p.m., you are coming back, right? Only on YouTube, though. You are coming back? At 7 p.m., I'm going to come back with a guest speaker, and I'm going to interview her, and there's going to be a whole lot of things that's going to come out in that meeting. Some things that you're going to take from, some things that she does, some things that she experienced. So make sure you come back, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She's a brilliant woman. She's not old, she's younger. All right, because your mom knew. She's meaning from her moment that isn't nurtured in her feelings. I think I missed that point. So make sure you come back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and to get this new reality that we're going to bring. All right, so see you guys then. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for always coming. Thank you so much. What's it called? Bootak? I don't know how to say it. Thank you guys for coming. Yes, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will see you guys. Ovida is going to be on YouTube, okay? It's going to be on YouTube. So make sure you come to YouTube. My channel is Conscious Kirk, Conscious with a K. Make sure you come. Make sure you show up. Make sure, and listen, I'm going to bring more of these information to you guys because I think we can free ourselves without paying a whole lot of money. We can free ourselves. This is how I began to free myself, learning these things, and I began to practice these simple knowledge. Remember, the challenge is 24 hours without anger. 24 hours without anger. Also, my conscious members, remember, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing this book, first chapter in this book. First chapter in this book, the 7 spiritual signs. I will post the link to the Zoom on our chat. Make sure you are there. Make sure you are ready. Reading the first chapter so that we can discuss it. This is a very powerful book, the 7 spiritual laws of success. So I will see you guys. It's the 7 spiritual laws of success. This is the members only, okay? Members only chat. The members, not the subscribers, but the members, all right? So I will see you guys later on today. You all be peace, be love. Stop being you for a moment and be something else. Because sometimes you just don't work anymore. I'm just saying.